Hey everyone, welcome back to Buy Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Happy Friday. Today we're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at a couple different charts. We're going to see what it takes to get into a bear market, what it takes to become bearish at all. I know there's a lot of bears, there's a lot of bulls. Let's just look at the facts and the charts and see where we would officially turn more bearish, or is this just, another healthy pullback and the end is near for the bottom and we're getting ready to go up soon. Let's look at the charts and see what they say. So if you liked the video today, give us a thumbs up, follow us on Twitter, Telegram, and Patreon. Telegram, we have a free one. Join it now. If I'm not posting videos on YouTube, sometimes I'll post some extra stuff in there. So go try that out. It's 100% free down below. If you want more help than that, more videos, more tips and tricks, how I'm navigating the market for the rest of the cycle, that's what Patreon's for, and you get access to our private Telegram on there with more alerts and more snippets and tips along the way. So let's get to Bitcoin on the weekly chart. What do we need to do to actually turn bearish? This is it right here. First and foremost, until we clear this, I will refuse to believe bears in the macro level. Okay, until this happens, what is it? We must close below this candle. Why? Why is that important? Why is that level? That level is currently 43,178. This candle closed right there. What is the significance of that? Only that it's a lower low on a weekly time scale. I like the weekly time scale to confirm many things. So yeah, we have our 21-week EMA, which is important in a bull market. You want to hold that. If we, historically, for Bitcoin, if we close 2 consecutive candles, right, we closed last week under it. If we close this week's under it, which we've wicked right to it. So far, it's holding resistance. So is that good? No, it's never good to close 2 weekly candles under here. If we did that, then likely the odds increase of us going something more similar to this. Do I think we're going to go to a full-blown bear market? Of course not. Worst case scenario, I would see something like this happening again. And we will know that in 2 days and 9 hours from recording. So if, depending on when you're watching this, if you're watching this in 2 days and 9 hours from now, then maybe you already know. If we've closed this candle under it, the odds are increasing, right? All you have in crypto is the odds. There's no one knows for certainty anything that's going to happen, okay? So all you have is the charts and the odds. So the odds increase of us going more something like this move if we close this candle. When can we avoid that? Well, 52, just above 52K. It's like 52.2, 52.3. If we get above that, A-okay, healthy correction, and more upside in the not-so-distant future. If we close under that, the odds increase of more of this action, right? Over this way, and probably for another 30 to 60 days. That would be the odds. So as much as we don't want to hear that, it's okay. The silver lining is the longer it takes us to peak, the higher the peak can go, in my opinion. So not only that, but as long as we don't close under here, it doesn't matter. We're still in an uptrend by definition. If you don't make a lower low, you're in an uptrend. So until all the bears that think we're in a bear market now, we're not. We're going to get to that too, how to know if you're in a bear market. So if you're new, that might really help you. Stop listening to social media or your neighbor Bob and just focus on what the facts and the charts say. So until we close a weekly candle under 43K, we're still in an uptrend. Nothing is the matter. And also, I want to point out just another tip for your benefit. Look at the red weeks here. You can go back in Bitcoin's history, and I'm hard-pressed to find any time period where there's been 5 red weekly candles. Take with that information what you will. So now let's go drop down to the daily chart. Let's remove all of this, and let's see where we can tell bear market is by definition. And also, we're going to do some speculation on what could potentially happen. Say, if we do kind of repeat and close under and more crab market, bear market-ish stuff, right? So let's go ahead and look. What is the indicators that we need? Well, we need a 200-day simple moving average, which is in our purple. Then you also need the 50. So these are how to tell if you're into bearish territory or still bullish territory. So to get a textbook bear market indicator, you want your price action under the 200. Well, you may not want it, but this is what you want to look for to get the bearish scenario. Price action under the 200-day. We don't have it yet, so still bull. you have to have two things. Price action under here, right? And then you also have to have a cross down of your 50 under your 200. So this. So we officially entered bearish territory right here. Price action under the purple and orange under the purple, right? So how long did this last? I'm glad you asked. Let's take a look. So you might say, well, did we come out of here? No, because why? Your orange is still under the purple. So we officially lasted about 87 days in bearish territory, bear market. By definition. See? Okay. So are we in a bear market? No. Why? Well, one, you have 0 check marks, right? You have to have 2. We have 0. Our price action is still above the 200-day, and the 50-day is still above the 200-day. So when could we officially enter bearish territory? Well, no one knows for sure, but we can do some speculation here. Let's say prices just continue on down, roughly the same as they are, right? So I would say look at the time period. You can't make this up. The New Year's. And then say we stay the same, which we won't. None of this will actually happen just like this, but you can see that that's maybe the average, give or take a few days, right? So could we officially enter a bearish territory market going into the new year? Well, yeah. What would it take? Well, we'd have to continue price action moving down here, right? So if we did that, and remember this line, we just need to remain above here to still be in an official uptrend, even if we enter into bearish territory. Remember this one, we entered into bear, but only lasted 87 days. So let's look at it. If we continue down, which again, this will not play out like this. We will not get squiggly lines like this, but just giving you the way this would continue down is if prices continue down. Now, if we have a rally in the next handful of days, then these would likely avoid crossing. So you could probably see something like that, right? Which has happened several times on Bitcoin's history as well. Okay, let's clear this up again and start over. Let's do that. Okay, so let's say we enter that. Well, how long would that last? Well, we said 87 days prior, right? We lasted that. So let's take a bars pattern and see where we entered at. So let's take it, if we were to repeat something similar, which we won't, right? History will never repeat, but it does often rhyme. So let's say we do something like that, and let's take it over here, and let's just have a look, see what that might look like. So let's see what we got here. So if we take that pattern and we come out of it, we enter down in here and say we get a little bit of a bearishness, and then we come out and we're looking like maybe springtime to get back to all-time highs again. Would that depress you? Maybe, but there's more good news, right? So if we do something like this and we do enter more prolonged bearishness phase, right? Let's see what could come next. And if we did all that and we do in fact come back and make all-time highs in springtime or March, right? This doesn't have to play out at all. We're just speculating. So just fun for Friday. So leave me a hate comment if you want, but we're just trying to get your mind off of the bears and bulls. So let's pretend that we cross back to bullish, right? And we take another pattern, right? This will definitely not play out. But just for S&Gs, let's roam it out here and let's see what we got. Let's put this over here and see where, just kidding. All right, here we go. Are we ready? So where could that take us if we repeated something similar in history? Well, we're 270K. So there's a lot of people calling for those prices. However, are there people calling for those prices by the end of the year? Yes, there still are, somehow. But I would say the odds are maybe something more similar to this. Now look at these dates. This is October of 2022. So maybe the prices, maybe the we do something similar, not repeat, but similar. So if we repeated something similar to last year when we entered our official bullish phase after kind of a rhyming of this, there you go. Does that look that insane? It doesn't to me. Let's zoom way out here. Does that look like it might actually be something possible, hit or miss, right? Give or take 10-20% on this moving line, right? Give or take a month or two on this moving line, well, there's next fall, right? Halloween next year for a peak of somewhere around 250 to 300K. Seems like history might just rhyme with that. Would you be able to deal with this turmoil? Probably not. That's what Bitcoin does. It likes to wear you out. It likes to be unpredictable. When everyone thinks something's going to happen, usually doesn't do that, does it? So everyone's starting to turn more macro bearish. I have a feeling maybe not. So time will tell, right? We'll want to look for that. But just if you're new, I can't stress enough that stop listening to social media. Just look at the facts and the charts and let those do the talking. We're in a bull market. We're in an uptrend. That's not my opinion. That's the chart's facts. So forget it. Until we make a lower low, until we cross down, until our price action's under the 200, until our 50 days under the 200, we're still in a bull market. We're still in an uptrend. Happy Friday. Hallelujah. All right. Crypto Fear and Greed Index. We're at 24. What does that mean? Well, we're still in fear, right? We could stay down here for a while. Have we ever stayed down here for a while before? Of course, right? Do you remember May? This would likely play out again if we close this weekly candle under the 21 week again. The odds just increase of just more non-funish, boring crypto markets. Plain and simple. Until we make a higher high, our trend is still not going to do anything. What's the higher high? Well, we got to come up, and I would say 40. If we make a 41 or higher in the next handful of days, yeah, maybe there's some light at the end of the tunnel, okay? However, I mean, look at this one, right? We made a higher high here and then right back into it. So we want to make a higher high, higher low, and then continue the pattern. You have to continue making higher highs and higher lows, or you're just coming right back in. Not so distant. Okay, quote of the day. We're most alive when we're in love. Kind of sappy. But, he wrote that about a person, but I would say, you can be alive too if you just have passionate, feelings for whatever you're doing in life. If you're a gardener, love gardening. I don't know where I'm going with that, but happy Friday. Car of the day, maybe a surprise to some of you. One of my favorite American cars ever. If I was ever going to get an American car again, this would be it. What is it? The Dodge Demon. Forget your Hellcats. The Demon is the way to go. 840 horsepower, under 5,000 pounds, lightning quick, like 0 to 60 in like just over 2 seconds. That's up there with the supercars, the best supercars in the world. Racing Slicks comes factory. Insane. What color would I get? Would I get red? Maybe. But I think my preference, if I was going to do it today, right now, will be this gloss flat gray. I like it. It's pretty stealthy. Black wheels, love it. I think this would be my pick right now. That looks pretty aggressive there. Demon. And for those of you still watching, there's the specs. 840, 770 torque. That's pretty nuts. 2.1 seconds. That's Bugatti Chiron territory there. You could save yourself, $2.9 million and just get the Dodge Demon. 0 to 255 seconds. That's pretty fast as well. The braking speed is off the charts as well. So massive brakes. Look at the weight, 4,000 pounds. Still a beast, but 4,000 is not too bad. For 840 horsepower, that is lightning quick. So what do you think? Dodge Demon? Should I get one? That's faster than the car I have now. My car now does 0 to 60 in 2.6. So still pretty good. I beat a Hellcat. I don't think I could beat the Demon. The Demon has got a little bit too much on me. The Demon weighs less than my car. And it's got more horsepower. I think I have 756. All right. If you don't know what car I have, go check my Twitter. It's right there. All right. That's it. Happy Friday. Bitcoin. Don't believe it. Do you like the last chart? The speculation? Peaking in next October? 270K or so? I'd take it. I would take it. Happy Friday. I got nothing.